identification.
Let's go.
No, I can't help you now, Dad.
Good morning. No. Good evening. And the bot's taking its good old time to connect.
I say good day.
I say smudge on my camera. I better clean. Wow. Oh man.
If you live in Pinellas County and we're
There it goes.
you can qualify to save thousands on a window replacement.
Maybe that's on the computer monitor. How's everybody been in chat? Has it been cold enough for everyone?
Pretty much. We should have less trouble with bugs this year for gardens. Of course, I'm knocking on wood because I don't want to jinx it, but last year I didn't have any trouble with bugs because I sprayed neem oil on my grass. My grass looked funny, but I don't eat my grass, so I sprayed about 6 feet around each of my beds where the grass was, and never had issues with bugs. I grew zucchini, didn't get any squash bugs or anything. Cucumbers were fine. I grew cabbage and didn't have one little hole in the cabbage.
Hey, Bigfoot's in chat.
Yeah, I heard him coming in. He was stepping on branches and logs, and I heard him. So.
We had a problem with ants this year. When the roofers put their ladders down, they must have disturbed an ant nest. Because one day my wife looked and she saw white powder under the front door. And boy, that was a pain in the ass to get rid of them. The ants were trying to come in our front door. Just from disturbing the ground around the house.
Susie D, the thumbnail, that's not really me. That's what Facebook thinks I look like. You can go to Facebook and it'll do an AI of you. And I did this on Bushcraft Family, and I said generate a picture of me, and it's pretty close though. I was like, wow, how did they know what? Of course, the beard's really short, but I was like, how do they know? And
I thought you borrowed Eric's hat.
Here, let me see if I can. Oops. Cancel. I'll bring if I can find it. Got so many thumbnails right now, or I mean stuff in my folder for two different channels that I'm using now. Maybe I can find it. Maybe. Oh, there it is. Open with Google. Share screen. There we go. And this is what they came up with. Do you think it resembles me?
This is just an AI representation of you?
Yeah. And Facebook doesn't know what I look like. Unless they go to YouTube and do screen grabs or something, but this is what AI thought Bushcraft Family looks like. And I was like, wow, that's pretty dang close.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got a darker beard than I do. Well, I do got the beard, the darkness on the side, though.
He looks a little younger than you by about 5 years.
Yeah.
They do know because, if you look up something on Google, any item that you can buy, then an ad for something shows up on Facebook. It's all the algorithms.
Oh yeah.
Hey, be
I had
charming.
to put my hat on to get warm up a little bit.
Yeah,
That
looks like
eye, he looks like. Oh God.
When it gets cold enough, I put the hood on over my hat when I go outside here.
Yeah, usually I just wear my hat. I've got the other one, but I got a Temu for 99 cents. So can't complain.
Have you bought anything off of AliExpress?
No, I look Canadian.
I was going to say, you got a dead animal on your head.
Yeah, it's got ears too, and I got a
Tail.
raccoon tail at the back. The thing is, I didn't realize it had the ears. I was just wanting a Davy Crockett hat.
Does the hat have any pockets in it?
No, it's got little whatever these things are.
You got dangling tassels. Oh boy.
Yeah.
That the cats like to go attack. They come up and sit down, and all of a sudden they'll start attacking me, and I'm like, no, stop. Oh boy.
People mention, I don't think it'd be a good idea to have Canada part of the United States, only because we'd have too many lefties in Congress.
I don't think that's going to happen.
No, there's well, you're going to have the cities. If you go to the cities, it's you got the woke people in the cities, or whatever you want to call them. But you start going out, and those are the kind of people that like to have guns to protect themselves and grow their own food, and don't like somebody interfering with their life.
Are there still people that own guns that have them in their house that go hunting in Canada? Okay.
Yeah, it's the other kind that not so much.
We figure the French area, that's the worst.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never been to Canada. My son's been all over the world. We haven't been out of the United States yet.
I've been to Canada a few times. I've been Niagara Falls, the Canadian side, and of course the United States side.
Yeah.
Been whatever route that is that goes into Alaska. We went to Alaska, and my dad got in trouble, and we left pretty quickly. But I remember he pulled over side of the road because he didn't want to stop in Canada to sleep. So we went on into Alaska, and it was like 3:00 in the morning, and we pulled over and parked and woke up, and there's a moose sitting on the hood of his car. It was an old Ford something or other. I forget what it was, but this moose was sitting on, like he's just perched down there, set on the hood. I think he was just getting his butt warm or something. But he honked the horn, and probably shouldn't have done that. But the moose got up and walked away. But that moose probably could have done some damage.
That thing could have probably knocked the whole car over with its antlers.
Was it a bull or cow?
Yeah, it was a bull.
Yeah, one of those things could knock. They could probably get their antlers under a bumper and knock the thing over.
Yeah, they're strong.
Yeah. I've never shot a moose, only deer.
Yeah, I haven't. I've ate moose, but I've never shot one.
What does it taste like? I never had meat from a moose.
Oh, it's good. It's really
Yeah.
good.
It's
Yeah, and it
like
depends
any
on.
other
Well,
country.
from what I'm told, it depends on the year. There sometimes they're better than other years.
Does it taste gamey like a deer or more like a cow?
I I don't
It's
taste
gamey.
I don't
It's
taste gamey stuff. I don't know what everybody freaks out about gamey taste. I don't.
they don't prep it right. That's why it tastes gamey.
Well, I mean, I can cook a squirrel over a fire and I still don't taste no what people say it tastes gamey.
Right. Because you do it the right way.
It's the strongness. Like deer steaks, I don't like. I'd rather have all the meat ground or roast.
Oh, deer steak and all you do is fry it up with onions.
Yeah.
But that's not the same as the backstraps, actually.
And butter. No, backstrap's better.
Well,
Better.
same way that way, but backstrap's good over a grill or open fire. Not open, and that irritates me when somebody cooks meat over a fire where the fire's raging through the meat. You cook it over the coals.
Hmm.
Yeah.
There's a difference between open fire and the real way you do it.
I mean, you could be burning wood and just like put, a piece of metal and just hold it over the fire for a while or
Yeah.
make a contraption.
Well,
Use a poker from a fireplace.
well, you know how weenie roast and stuff, people stick their hot dog in the fire and all it does is burn the outside and the center is still raw. That's why you slow roast it over the coals so it cooks the hot dog.
Hey, what life? How much snow did you get down there?
Oh, about 30 minutes worth.
30 minutes.
What? How many inches?
Oh, shit. It wasn't enough to really even measure in inches. I mean, it started out as snow. I mean, and it flurried for maybe, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes. Then after that, it got just warm enough to turn into ice, an icy mix.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking you would end up with more ice than snow.
It was enough to make a mini snowman.
Because the news reported some areas had 7 inches. They said in Georgia. It's probably the
Oh,
mountain.
yeah.
Oh,
Towards Atlanta and upper state Georgia, yeah.
Yeah.
Towards the mountains. Shoot, they was getting, was it, I don't know if it was record, but it was in Alabama and Mississippi. I was seeing some of their snow totals and it was like, wow.
Somebody's having a hard time getting up the hill.
Yeah, Arkansas, I think, had 7 or 8 inches.
Yeah. It's a good bit. Yeah.
Oh,
Well, it's better to have snow or rain than a fire. Hey, Larry Schulte.
Yeah, it was just long enough, I guess, for anybody that had kids or anybody that wanted to enjoy it for a minute to enjoy it. So they just was like, oh, that's over.
do you have people going crazy, headed to the store and stuff?
Oh, shoot, yeah. And then some places wasn't open, and then all the local schools, they closed down. Yeah. Some businesses, I'm sure, didn't open.
I wonder if Lake Ferry still has a lot of snow up where she's at.
Unless it came down today or something, they don't have any. It's just a little sawdust.
A little coating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get much. It's snowing to the south of us right now. But we've had a lot of little snows, but we haven't had enough to shovel yet, thank goodness. Like we had about 2.5, 3 inches last week.
As long as my 4-wheel drive get me out of the driveway up the hill, then I don't worry about shoveling. Because usually if you shovel, that means the next day you're going to shovel again because it's going to cover it. So I don't bother unless it, we get a good amount, then I'll salt the walkway and everything for the mailman and the steps and everything. That's about it.
When's the last time you bought a new snow shovel, Bushcraft? Have you seen the prices of those things?
Actually, the neighbor gave me theirs because they got a snowblower, and they said, well, we don't need it anymore. Because I was using just a regular flat shovel for shoveling snow, which still works for me.
Because when I went to the Tractor Supply the other week to get food for Holly, I couldn't believe the snow shovels started at $27.99.
Ooh.
The last time I bought a snow shovel was 20 years ago when they were still like $11, $12.99.
Yeah, there's some really fancy ones that have like an S turn in them or something, so it's supposed to be good for your back.
Yeah, you get more leverage with that.
I don't know.
These were the cheap snow shovels, not the fancy ones.
It's okay.
But we didn't get too much snow. I mean, it was 3-4 inches. Then the next day it snowed again, and it was just about an inch or so. I haven't looked now, but it's supposed to be coming down because the plow truck just went by earlier. So, which is odd because this is Friday, and when we first moved here, they didn't plow this road because there's few roads in town here that are made out of brick. They still haven't paved over it or anything.
Really? That's interesting.
And this being a hill, that it gets really slick. So, and when they go to plow it, it's real rough on the blades. So they skip the roads that have brick on them until I started getting into it with the school. I said, well, if I don't feel safe enough to drive down that hill, I'm not taking my kids to school. And they said, well, we're going to take you to court and this and that and other. And I said, that'll be fine. I'll go to court. And I said, well, this whole problem would be solved if the plow trucks would come through our little street right here, and then I could get to the main road. And then lo and behold, the next snow, here comes a plow truck. And they've been doing it since.
Well, if they even call for snow right before it snows around here, the salt trucks come around before there's one flurry. And I'm convinced, okay, you know why? The liberals, they don't want the liberals sliding off the road. Some of the liberals freak out when it snows. They don't know how to drive.
Yeah. I remember one time in Tucson, it actually snowed in Tucson, and people just went nuts trying to figure out how to drive and everything. And I'm like, it's like driving in the rain. Really?
2 inches of snow in Richmond, Virginia, because I still have relatives down there. If they have 2 inches of snow, they close all the schools. It's probably the same in Atlanta, Georgia, too.
Over here, they don't. You have to be It has to be really bad. It has to be whatever the warning is. It has to be a 1 or a 2 before they close the school in this county. This county is like the last county that that canceled school.
This county, the snow we had last week, it was just like about maybe 2.5, 3 inches. They had to shut all the schools down.
Yeah, not here. You'll see all the lists going through, and there's nothing for Coshocton because they keep saying we're too underfunded. If we miss more than 3 days a year, we don't get funding for this or we don't get funding for that. But every year they make sure the school board and the superintendent or the head people for the schools get raises every year.
Well, the county south of mine, people are flipping out because I'm in Montgomery County. Delaware County is going to raise the taxes 24% in all the homes. Can you believe that? In 1 year.
Yeah.
It's just getting out of hand. We figure the whole reason they shut the schools down around here is because if one of the Karen's kids slips in the snow and gets hurt, at the school, they'll sue the school.
Oh yeah, they'll sue them. My head's getting hot.
Yeah, I can't wear it, even though I don't have a lot of hair. So I cannot wear a hat in the house. I can never have been Michael Nesbitt part in the Monkees movie.
If I can find one, where's it at? Oh, add guest, copy link.
Who you gonna add?
Oh, yeah, that being fake fur, it's still warm your head up good, pretty good.
I took the fur off of my one coat. It used to annoy me on the hood, on the parka.
Yeah, I don't. All I wear is a regular hoodie. I don't have a winter coat.
Hey, Vester.
I mean, I think I still have one that's out in the garage that I set out there.
I got a winter coat, but I never use it.
8 years ago.
Well, if you start wearing a winter coat when it's 80 degrees, Eric, well,
Then they really know something's wrong, right?
yeah.
Well,
Actually, it's supposed to be close to 70 tomorrow.
Must be nice. I think it's
Yeah.
going to be 24 tomorrow. Like next week, it's supposed to be even colder. So I hope it changes by then. But
Well, it's going up and down here. Today it got above freezing. I think tomorrow, then next week, it's going to be like a repeat of what we just had, bitter cold, but not as bad as where you are.
What was it? Oh, a few years ago, I remember it getting the windshield and stuff went below zero, and the temperature was below zero, and of course, and they were talking about still having school, and I was like, oh no way, because I had older kids that still like to walk home. You know, it's teenagers. They want to walk home with their friends and stuff. But the other ones I would pick up. And I said, no, you guys should just stay home. After I had to go around with the school board and stuff the first time, they didn't pressure me too much. 101 might be having trouble figuring that out. It's just like StreamYard though.
Is 101 trying to get on here?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Listen, I'm gonna have to take off soon. The wife's up, and we could get a call any minute about her brother.
Yeah. Oh, here it is.
Plan on bringing it back?
We
Hey,
good?
101.
We good?
No.
I'll check back and see what you guys are doing later, okay? And thanks for
Okay.
having me up, Bushcraft. Really appreciate it. It's
Oh,
good
no
talking to
problem.
Eric and Wildlife, but we have kind of a family emergency going on
Yeah.
with my brother.
Good to see you.
There's this one guy that set up his live for today at 9 o'clock. I don't know if he's going to be there or not, but
I'll be there.
you know it's bad when everybody checks ahead of time, see if is he still going live.
Hey, if anything, that keeps them intrigued and interested. So what is this new software that's like StreamYard that is very much to my liking?
Hell of a lot cheaper.
What is it? Streamlabs, and how much are you paying?
Well, I'm paying more because I got the upgraded stuff for streaming on Twitch and stuff.
Okay, to get basic multi-account,
$17.
fuck, I'll switch to this.
And it's Talk Studio. It's owned by Streamlabs, but it's called Talk Studio.
Okay.
It used to be Mullen, or not Mullen.
Melon?
Something like I
Melon?
forget. Huh?
Melon?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, this is. I like the price. I'm paying.
Oh yeah.
I'm paying $44 currently for StreamYard, and for as much as I use StreamYard these days.
And that's 101's new channel, which is a couple years old.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time, people. Y'all just forget, like, I have backups to my backups.
You don't know how many times I'll get a message. Somebody will leave a comment on one of my videos. Where has 101 been? And I
know.
I'll post a link and say that's his backup channel.
I feel bad because, like, they should know this. I've made multiple videos of this. Like, you guys know where to find me.
That's why I said you should stream from both your backup.
I only skipped the one because of issues with people.
Yeah.
Because they knew to go to that one next. Well, if I skipped them, I'd fake them out.
Yeah. I don't. Well, I won't talk about it here anyway, but.
Anyway, how are you been?
Not too bad. Not too bad.
I will be covering a lot tonight.
Ready for spring already.
I'm getting snow right now.
Yeah. I know there's people. Well, like what? It's a big deal when they get snow down there, but you get people up here in the north, and whenever it snows, that's all you see on everybody's feed is videos of their snow.
Yeah.
I got snow out my front door. I don't want to watch somebody else's snow.
My old neighbors in Alabama got like an inch of snow, and they're sending us videos. I'm like, yeah, that's snow. Yeah. They act like they don't understand what it is.
Yeah, I really didn't believe in it until today.
Right?
And
snow is just a myth to Southerners.
They say, oh, we're getting ready for the Arctic vortex or something like that. And I'm
Right.
like, wait a minute,
The super
Google
snowstorm.
it, and before you say that, Google what that word means. And you have to be, for Arctic vortex, I think they said, is 40 below zero. And I said,
Yeah,
I don't think you're going to be at 40 below zero.
I've had that twice in my life.
Oh,
Here in Michigan, it was 42 degrees below zero, and like even
Wind
the
chill was
truck,
60 below.
huh?
Wind chill was 60 below.
Yeah, it was like a couple years ago, if I remember right.
Well, it was like in
Well,
98, I think.
no,
Oh, no, it was in 2000s.
we had like what 2019, something like that, before the pandemic, just before. So
Hey there, Jeff.
Well, what's up, everybody? I hope y'all doing fine.
oh, look who came out of the woodwork. I have no room to talk on that. Probably bad choice of words.
Yeah, I remember the first, and I'll be in 2 days. I'll be live again. Here it is to tape.
Yeah.
Shut up. I wanted to take a vacation from my
Well,
vacation.
see, me and the wife was taking bets on if he was going to go live tonight or not.
Oh, we do that every night.
I am really like the lottery. y'all really could like play the lottery on when I go live.
I think 101 gets more hits to his channel now that he doesn't stream every night than he did when he streamed every night, because
Seriously,
everybody's
like, I
going to
get
his
more
channel
traffic.
to see if he's live or not.
Like, I can actually go into my statistics and I can see that I'm getting more traffic. The fact that I'm not around and y'all are wondering, like, keep checking. It's,
Well,
it's hilarious.
I saw something last night that kind of. Do you know you get more views on Sunday nights than you do any other night? 101.
No, I didn't.
Well, it depends on the channel.
Well,
What makes
I'm
you say that?
sitting here because I went through and I looked at your channel yesterday for the last 2 months. You get more views on Sunday nights than any other night.
I feel like that's stalker like amounts of checking my channel there, Jeff.
Dude, trust me.
Dude, you literally just did more analytics to my channel than I've ever done. I've never looked into it that deep.
Well, it's
Go back
different.
and check it out.
Like I said, it's different for every. Like for this type of channel, the weekends are somewhat better because everybody's off of work and stuff. It's older folks.
Yeah.
Now, and it's the same thing with months. There are some months that are better than other months, and it's different in different ages.
Oh, y'all ain't checked out my new. Don't check me out. Check out what's behind me back there. See, huh?
What?
I'm waiting.
New fly swatter?
Huh?
Oh,
Mega hat, Jack.
Oh, look at you.
I got one and the wife got one. Mine's red, hers is pink.
Dude, I
Guess
need to
which
get me a
one?
new one.
Guess which one I'm not going to wear?
The red one.
the red one?
You know, you had a hat on a few minutes ago, Bushcraft. I went to look for mine, and I think the damn coon come back and got mine.
Raccoons? No.
Well,
The
it
other
is a
thing.
raccoon. See, it has the tail on the back.
Oh, I know. It's the one Lake got me. what, a couple of years back. I think what it was is Dixie kind of folded it up and put it away. She was ashamed walking into Walmart with me while I was wearing it.
Well, I got this one for 99 cents on Temu. It's a bit small though, and this one was $1.99. The
I
cow
can't
one
see shit.
or the bull one or whatever.
Oh,
I was like, because the affiliate thing with Temu, if you don't spend your money there, we're going to do away with it. So I said, well, I guess I'm going to go buy a bunch of stuff.
So I'm looking at my channel traffic for the last month, and all of y'all, for some reason, don't want to watch the news because my traffic is so heavy during 6 o'clock. It's like 6 o'clock hits, and it's solid dark pink in the graphics here. And
Is that on? That's on Monday.
no, this is throughout the whole week.
Oh, it's probably a lot more on Monday because everybody checks to see if
Actually
they're going
heavier
live.
on. It's actually heavier on Thursday.
Thursday.
Yes. So like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are like my top 3 days.
Okay, Wednesday everybody checks to see if you're live too, because I'll be live and I'll say I don't think he's going live, but you guys can check and see if he's live.
Well, that would
Going
make
live
sense.
at 9.
That would make sense.
Hello, Eric. Hello, Watt.
Hello, Jeff.
Hello,
Hello,
Governor.
buddy.
Hello.
Hello, governors.
Well, I
Many
had to
governors.
say hello. Us three was talking so much they couldn't get a word in edgewise.
No, it's best to listen. That's how you learn.
Well, it's a good thing you spoke up because I was fixing to say y'all both probably went to take a country dump.
I'm gonna keep my mouth shut on that one.
No.
I don't want to know.
You better off too, 101.
I was jotting down notes actually.
Are you?
I was
don't
going through an ad from Rural King, so it's okay.
Hey, what better place to use paper, right?
Speaking of like ads for things, I ended up picking up a 20-ton bottle jack from Harbor Freight the other day because the time that my tire blew during Christmas, the scissor jack that's in the back seat that they give you for, shits and giggles when you buy the car.
You actually got a scissor jack for that truck?
Yeah, it's
Oh
junk.
man, I bet that sucks.
It
figure
sucks,
out-
dude.
I thought you had a big jack for the back of your truck.
I do, but I don't have. I didn't have any way of lifting the truck from that point in the back. I can lift it from the front, but I can't from the back without going into the hitch. But I didn't want to use that because I'd have to unbolt it, and it's mounted in the back, and it was cold out, so I just grabbed the scissor jack and such. But
Hell, they couldn't pick it up to begin with.
shut up. It only weighs half as much as I do. Okay. But yeah, I picked up a 20-ton bottle jack, and that made my life a hell of a lot easier.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I had to max out the scissor jack to even get the tire off the ground, and I had to use my impact wrench to even get to that point.
Well, what did you do with the other half of the tire?
What do you mean, other half? It's not a split rim.
Only the bottom half was flat. The top half was still good.
Jeff, go take a shot or something.
Where is your spare at? Is it under the bed?
Yeah.
Around his belt loop.
How much of a pain was that?
Not much like you would think, because the way it drops it down is with the rim upwards. So I just grab the rim, drag it out on the rubber. It slides relatively easy.
Oh, yeah.
Then I just rotate it on the corner and roll it. Really, the tire's only about 45 pounds. That's not bad.
Yeah, you don't look like you got very big tires.
They're actually heavier than the stock tires.
Oh, yeah.
They're about 10 pounds each heavier. So, yeah, just because of sheer amount of rubber.
Yeah, I got the big old knobby ones on mine.
Yeah.
It's noisy going down the road, but I don't mind.
Dude, it was a dream driving in the snow. It made my life a hell of a lot easier. I felt like the truck was planted. I didn't feel like I was sliding at all.
Did you do
Shit,
four wheel?
Of course.
Okay.
We get nice now, sleep.
Yeah, I actually turned my four wheel on the other night when we come home.
It felt like it was like I was driving a tank the way it was heavy steering because it's the hydraulic steering, not the drive-by-wire.
Oh, okay.
The older type of steering mechanism.
We will make America great.
Hey, thank you, Backyard Bushcraft. I like your name, by the way.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. And I notice Eric's over there slapping Dana B with a slice of bread.
Nice.
At least it wasn't a fruitcake.
Yeah.
Man, a couple more, you have enough for a sandwich.
Yeah.
Is the dump one working?
Dude,
Yeah, I saw the cow pie one earlier.
Okay.
what the hell?
I'm so lost.
It's my bot. Okay.
Okay.
Would you need to have
Oh,
the hot?
sorry,
hot
Grace. Sorry, Grace.
What happened?
Oh, Grace, you just got shit on.
What? Oh no! Oh. Oh.
No,
Oh
no.
no! Oh no!
Man,
Oh.
Whew, that was good.
well, fruitcake's worth.
It's about the same
Nothing.
consistency.
That is a very dense shit.
You could put your bottle jack on top of one of them and get the ice you need.
Yeah, my truck I used to carry it was actually, I think it was like a 40-ton jack. It was a
40?
well, I used it for other stuff, but
Jesus Christ.
used it for if I had a flat tire or working on a truck. But most of the time, my truck was high enough I could slide under it anyway. But if I had to change a tire or something, I actually had to have some wooden blocks that I would stack and then put the jack on top of it. That way,
I was looking at the pricing on the jacks, and for like $20 more, I could double my capacity and reach. The next step down was like a 12-ton. So I'm like, I know it's probably overkill on the 12-ton, but why not grab the 20-ton for 20 more bucks if I'm going to pay $35 for a 12-ton? Might as well pay $50 for the 20 and be able to lift my house when it falls down, you know? Always better to have more capacity than too little, because in an instance like that, you don't need a jack giving out on you.
yeah, I've had that. When I had bought my property next to the canal. It was real cheap, and I leased out the actual canal that I started filling up with topsoil and stuff. But I got a trailer really cheap. It was a trade-in. I think it was at the time. I think it was like an '84, which wasn't that old at the time, and pulled it on there. And then our family started growing, so I had to build onto it. I went to this construction place because they had some trailers, some office trailers sitting in the back, and they didn't look like they'd been running or used for a while. So I asked them, I said, what are you doing with those trailers? And they said, nothing. We don't use them anymore. And I said, well, would you consider selling them? And he said, yeah, sure. And they sold it to me for $50. It was like 10 by 30 or something like that.
A 10 by 30 trailer
Yeah.
Damn.
for
And-
$50?
Yeah.
Got any more?
I mean, it was gutted out. It's a construction trailer.
I mean, in just scrap alone, you made your money back.
Oh yeah. Well, it was full of stuff on top of it.
Shit,
So
still.
I hauled it home, and I had to reinforce the frame and everything, or not the frame, but the actual trailer part of it, not the frame of the trailer. And then I ripped one side off, and then I ripped the side off of my trailer, and then I had to jack that thing up 8 feet off the ground.
8 feet, damn.
Yep, and I did that with just a bottle jack, and it took me probably a week and a half to do it. And I got it mounted in there, and I bolted it. It was like it was made for that, and I ended up making 3 rooms with that thing.
Another reason I bought the bottle jack is because the high lift jack is a specialty type of jack, and it can be very dangerous at times. So only in certain circumstances are you supposed to really use it. The bottle jack's compact, and you can put that pretty much anywhere.
Yeah. The point where, because you would go up about 6 inches, and then you'd have to go over to the next section, go up another 6 inches, and then at one point the trailer would just be hanging, and then you'd have to go up there and then raise that up like a foot, and then you'd work your way back the other way and keep going back and forth. And yeah, I ended up like tripling my money from that place when I sold it.
You ever see how they move houses with bottle jacks and all that? And just
Yeah.
I mean, that's nuts, dude.
Well, a lot of times they use what they're called house jacks. If they do it the old-fashioned way, I'll put it that way. It's like an old bumper jack, but it lifts up under the foundation, and they just crank it down. You'll see
the high
2 or
lift,
3 guys on that thing.
like the high lift jack that I
Yeah.
got. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's really cool when you see those big trucks backing up underneath of one of those a house, and it's just sitting on top of that thing.
There was somebody moved their like 120-year-old barn up here just this week. It was on the news up in, I think, Lapeer somewhere. And like the news was all over it. They're like, look at this, a barn going down the street. I'm like, yeah, that's how they move things, people.
Hi, Christine. This has been a few years. I know some rich people from Florida. I actually worked for them, that they owns a yacht where they build yachts
Oh, hold
down
on
in
a second.
Florida.
Jeff, you got people in the background or something?
Yeah, they're talking.
Tell him put a cork in it.
No.
He knows better.
And they had built some cabins, and they would rent them out. It was in this area, and they were always getting into something, and they actually bought a old church from the 1800s, and it had to be moved, and somebody went and tore it down, not moved it, they tore it down, and then built it back up again.
Like
And
systematically disassembled it rather than actually busted
yeah,
it up.
and then built it back up again, and they put a restaurant and a bar in there.
That's kind of ironic, I guess.
Yeah, but it's it's the old look and whatnot.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's always kind of funny whenever I pass the little white churches up north on the side of the road that are like only the size of a bedroom. You know, I'm like, I always think, are they still using that thing? You know, and sure
Yeah,
enough, some of these small towns still do use those small churches.
yeah. Some of those small churches are a lot better than these big fancy ones that they try to guilt you into donating every week and
Yeah.
whatnot. What I find interesting is, in if Lake's in here and Josh is listening, somewhere in the Bible it says that we're supposed to donate to the church and whatnot if we can afford it and whatnot. But nowadays, a lot of the churches are right here online, and everybody seems to forget them. They're still churches.
Yeah.
You still,
Like throw them a bone too.
yeah.
If they won't come to my funeral, I won't donate to them. Plain and simple.
Now, question, Jeff: do you donate after the funeral, or do you?
Neither.
Yeah,
I got to keep it on mute.
the donation thing. Well, and I'm not saying bad about Catholic or anything like that, but the Catholic church that I went to kind of turned my stomach to the donating for churches and stuff, because the way you're going to get stuck in purgatory because you didn't donate enough. And I'm like, that's not how it works.
I never heard any of my when I went to Catholic church and all that. Like, I never heard none of that purgatory BS. So I'm gonna drop out of here and get ready for my stuff here in a minute. I got a lot of news to cover. This week has been busy. I'm gonna postpone panel for a minute while I try to quickly cover everything that's gone on.
So is it new news, or is it 2 months old news?
It is not Jeff news. Damn. It is everything from the wildfires to the snow to Trump sentencing to Gavin Newsom to some Second Amendment stuff. What else happened? maybe some Carter
Oh, is that what it is?
funeral stuff. Possibly some cue boards if I get around to it. Not too big on that tonight necessarily, but yeah, there's some stuff that I gotta point out, and I'm sure y'all already know or have your feelers out for, but I gotta cover it in case you don't know.
Well, I'm gonna go in the living room and watch you on TV.
Thanks for the warning.
Ain't no problem.
So, all right, guys, I'll see you in a bit here.
See ya. Oh, and I guess I'm going to be being interviewed tomorrow on the Vineyard Chicks. The herb stuff. How the herb stuff is going.
On a Saturday?
Or not tomorrow, but yeah, Sunday.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Hey, make sure you wear that hat.
Which one?
The fuzzy one with the
Oh,
one you had on, the raccoon one.
I was going to wear my red one.
Oh. I don't know if I've seen that.
It's actually it's a bunky hat. I just call it the bunky hat.
Oh, a fedora.
It's got a bunch of cat hairs on it right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You look like Frank Beard at a ZZ Top. Now you just need a 6-string hanging.
I used to have the one that's all curled up like that.
Yeah.
All around. Yeah, when I first cut my long hair, that's what I wore because I was like naked without all the hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to start wearing a hat because it just felt weird not having nothing up there. Yeah. I actually met them. I didn't have no beard back then. I just had a little goatee. But I met them backstage and everything. Every one of them really cool. Really cool. Soon as
I was always impressed the sound that would just come out of a group of 3.
yeah.
You know, I mean, it almost sounded like there was 5 or 6 pieces up there, and it just that's what I was impressed with.
Yeah. Well, who was it? Stray Cats was like that too, and they had I don't know what that thing's called. Doom, doom, doom.
The bass
Cello.
Bass cello.
Yeah.
Someone will come up with the exact term.
Yeah. Is this Friday today?
I hope so. Otherwise,
yeah, it should be.
My whole week's been off.
But I don't know if he hasn't started yet. He's supposed to start in 15 minutes, so we'll keep it going for a couple minutes, and then I'll send everybody over to 101s. Yeah, snow's is. I don't know if it's snowing at this moment, but it was when I first started. We had the snow plow going through, and you could hear people trying to get up the hill. those poor people without 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't thought of Stray Cats in a long time. But I can't remember which one it was because I've always got the two with the long beards mixed up. But as soon as they got off stage, they got a big bottle of Southern Comfort. And the other one had the drummer had would grab a beer, and I think the other guy was more into the smoke.
Yeah.
And I think he was the actor one that went into acting. Since 6:23, dang!
What's
You
that?
guys got here early, didn't you? But what was I going to say? I think next week I might start sending out some emails and seeing if anybody wants to start doing some shows again, and if there's any channels out there that wouldn't mind being interviewed for a show, which is always good to get extra subscribers and whatnot. I'll put email down there at the bottom.
I think I got somebody good you could interview. It's
Oh,
a
do you?
local. It's a guy locally. He's a beekeeper, makes honey and stuff like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You'd be open to something like that.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I've interviewed any beekeepers. Yeah, I don't know.
I'll give him a ring in a couple of days and see what he says, and possibly, give him your email.
It says I've been live since 6:23.
No.
Yeah, for some reason your notification said live at 6.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't see it. That's interesting. Well, at least you guys had somebody to talk to. Oh, I
Yeah.
guess that's what it was. All the notice came. We're going live at 6:23. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
6:23. Yeah, that's what it said. 6:23.
That's odd.
I said, well,
Yeah.
the email he sent me said 6:23. That's pretty specific.
Yeah. Fridays is always 8:00 because Simply Jan Homestead goes on at 7, and I think Gail goes on at 6. So I tend not to try to go over too many people. And then if strange things happen and 101 goes live, then of course he still has to go live. It does say, oh, he's live. Okay. He went early. So let me drop the link and send you guys over there. And what should the hashtag be when we go over there?
Hashtag I can't believe it.
Okay, that works. Once everybody goes over to 101s, make sure you type that in chat. Hashtag I can't believe it.
Tell him ER sent you.
And we will catch you guys later.
Good night, everybody.
God bless.
Bye.